Hello, I'm John Hemingway. Welcome back to Shropshire. Now, today's video is more of a public service announcement because APHA are saying it's very likely that we will see an outbreak of Bluetongue in this country this year. Now, you're almost certainly aware that the Netherlands saw a bad outbreak of Bluetongue last year. That was BTV strain 3, which we haven't seen here before. Unfortunately, that strain of Bluetongue is particularly pathogenic in sheep. So in this quick video, I will tell you about Bluetongue, the disease. I'll explain why we're at high risk. I'll explain what APHA will do if it comes to the country this summer. And I will explain what you can do in terms of treatment and perhaps prevention in your stock. So stay tuned. So Bluetongue is a virus of ruminants. It spreads from animal to animal via a midge. The same midge actually that transmits Schmallenberg disease, easily the sheep farmer's least favourite insect at the moment. When we have an outbreak in this country, it's almost invariably because they're having it on the continent and midges that get caught in high airstreams are blown over the channel. We know that the virus can't replicate itself in the midge if the air temperature is lower than about 15 degrees. That's why we were more relaxed when Bluetongue got blown across last winter. We knew that although animals here were getting it, they couldn't spread it onwards. That situation's changed. The temperature now in June is warm enough for it to spread within this country, and that's why we're considering ourselves to be high risk. Now, to give a basic explanation, you could say that this virus causes blood vessels to become leaky. Fluid moves out of the blood vessels and it can't get back in. What this means is that at the extremities of the animal, the muzzle, the tongue, the feet, we get fluid that's come out of the blood that collects, and then we get swelling. If that swelling gets to a certain point, we start to get lameness, we get hypersalivation. And then when the swelling gets so bad, we can't get new blood actually pumped into those areas, hence the name Bluetongue. While this is going on the outside of the animal, a similar thing is happening on the inside. So we're getting fluid accumulation in the lungs, the lining of the rumen as well, and that is what kills the animals. If a sheep contracts the strain of the virus that we're facing at the moment, BTV3, realistically its chances of survival are 50% at best. They've given some indication. If it gets blown in and it comes across, it will almost certainly land first in the southeast of England, as it did over winter. There might be some localised culling, but they've been very clear that if we see a big infective load come across and a proper outbreak, culling is not going to be the way that they'll go forward. It's just not effective on that scale. So we'll be looking at control zones around infected premises and a lot of testing of sheep and cattle to see whether there are silent carriers in those areas. Now, if the worst happens and you think you have got Bluetongue on your farm, the first thing that you need to do is report it, because this is a notifiable disease and you are legally obliged to do that. If we're past the phase in APHA's control plan when they're doing culling, we might have the opportunity to try and treat some of these animals if it is ethically responsible to do so. The backbone of treatment for Bluetongue virus consists of fluid therapy, rehydration by whatever means possible or necessary, and prolonged, consistent anti-inflammatory administration to try and take the swelling down. That's a discussion that you need to have with your vet. I'm aware that a lot of people watching this will be wanting me to tell you when the vaccine is going to arrive, and the answer is probably not in time. I'm sorry to be the bearer of that bad news. There is a vaccine that has been developed against this strain of Bluetongue. APHA have indicated that we should not expect that vaccine to be on the ground ready for use in time for summer this year. People ask me what the best product is to put on their sheep to try and prevent them from getting bitten by the midges, and there's really no good answer to that. There's no written evidence suggesting that using ectoparasiticides really reduce the likelihood of getting this disease. None of them really act as a repellent for insects, they just kill the insect after it's landed. Of course, once the midge has landed and bitten, it's too late. So that is my quick roundup of the current Bluetongue situation in this country. I'm sorry it is a bit of a morbid topic. Make yourself aware of the symptoms. If you do suspect you've got it, you must report it. That is very, very important. I will be along with a more cheerful video very soon, and I hope you do come back for that. Bye.